The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, or the TCEQ for short, is the state of Texas's environmental protection agency. We help monitor the environment for air, water, and waste pollution. The TCEQ has different sections, or moving parts, that work together to make sure that our air, waterways, and land remain clean. Hi, I'm Jackie, and I work in the Pollution Prevention and Education program of the TCEQ. Our team maintains special programs designed to prevent pollution, like the Texas Recycles TVs and Computers programs, which provide great resources for Texans looking to properly dispose of their electronics. Speaking of electronics, have you ever purchased a new phone, looked at the old one and thought, what do I do with this now? Well, you're not alone. It can be confusing when an item doesn't necessarily go into the trash, recycle, compost bins that we're used to. Electronics, which basically include any item with an electrical cord or that is powered by batteries, cannot go into your standard recycling bin. Standard recycling facilities are not set up to process complex technology like phones and computers. So, what to do with that device? Well, that's a good question. But first, let's check out some facts. Okay, so in 2018, Texas created 884,000 tons of electronic waste. That's the weight of like almost 250,000 elephants. Yeah, that's a problem. And underneath the plastic and aluminum casings of our devices are a variety of toxic elements such as lead and mercury. When electronics that reach the end of their life are not properly disposed of, those toxic elements do have the potential to harm the environment in all kinds of ways. Well, that's the not so good news, but never fear. Good news is here. And that good news is there's something you can do about it. Now, I'll bet you've probably got a general idea of how to recycle paper, plastics, and cans, so that's an excellent start. But here's how you can reduce, reuse, and recycle your electronics. Reduce your waste. Acquiring the newest model of everything sure can be tempting, but consider hanging onto your device for a little longer before tossing the old one out just to buy a new one. Less consumption means less to throw away. It's that simple. Reuse wherever possible. Believe it or not, hand-me-downs work great for electronics too. If you know someone who'll let you have their unused or unwanted devices, go for it. And if you're worried about loading speed and efficiency, look into ways you can adapt your device. Purchasing refurbished items, well, that's a great idea too. And recycle. Conduct an internet search for your local electronics recyclers. You can drop off your electronics at the facility and they'll recycle your devices responsibly. When you reduce, reuse, and recycle your electronics, tons of great things happen. Like the diversion of excess waste out of our landfills, meaning we can use the same landfills longer. That's a plus. Another thing, less energy and resources are used. For example, removing precious metals from old devices and then reusing them in new ones, well, that cuts down on mining new natural resources from the earth. And there are the economic benefits too. According to the 2017 study on the economic impacts of recycling, the Texas electronics recycling industry directly contributed over $125 million to the Texas economy. Here are some other helpful tips. Utilize the TCEQ website for electronics recycling information. Contact the retailer or the store that you purchased your device from. Some retailers have a take-back program, and they'll collect your electronics for you in store. And if your electronic device is in good working condition, please consider donating to a local charity, school, or nonprofit organization. In conclusion, what do you do with that old phone, gaming console, or computer that's way out of date? Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Go online and check out the Texas Recycles TVs and Computers programs, which, by the way, have reported that more than 18 million pounds of electronics have been collected from consumers in 2020. See, you're on the right track. And teach your friends and family about how they can properly dispose of their electronics. Thanks for doing your part to take care of Texas.